Narayana, friends, great sadhakas, welcome. What a beauty everyday evening. We try 2 hours per hour sadhana. Every moment we spend here, these 2 hours, in which numerous things we are doing. It can be an intense, most profitable sadhana if we can maintain that tempo, that attitude, that alertness. First and foremost, remember all the 11 Vyaktitwas of Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, then Prerana Yukta. Then all our 6 sources, remember, salute them, pray to them to bless us. Let us also use our Purushartha Samarthya to tune to them with Shraddha, Bhakti, Sharanagati. Whether it is Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Rupa Shastras by studying, whether it is Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru Acharya, being in constant touch with them. It is a Devata Gana by Upasana Prarthana. It is a mother again by Upasana Prarthana. So to the Paramatma Ishvara, Ishtadeva through Upasana Prarthana, then Parabrahma through Anusandhana. Great text we took for study, Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, heavy, sublime, lengthy, but then when we try to do, then we see that we will be able to do. We can do. The same Lord who has given us initiation to do, Himself will empower us when we are tuned to Him to be able to completely do. But our job is not only to go through superficially any of the shastras which we are studying throughout the day, but we have to deeply understand subject matter. Then, in that, the implementable sadhanas for moksha we have to do. That should be our goal and get the expected assured mukta sthiti very soon. In this Yoga Vasishtha, out of 6 prakarnas, Vairagya, we are seeing today is our 99th day. So, 26th Sarga, it is Deva Durvilasa Varnanam. A clear, perfect picture of human life in general is depicted in front of us, of course. The sad part of it, the good looking part of enjoyments, bhoga, etc., they being illusory, delusional. The Rama is not focused much on them. And the purpose of all this analysis and thinking is to get Vairagya. Therefore, this way of thinking alone is required. And naturally, seeing this picture of ours, definitely we should develop the Vairagya. Definitely we should seek the solution only in Paramatma Prapti. And as I was saying last 2 days, this particular chapter has such a clear most picture. Some shlokas too, when you study them, it appears Sri Rama is observing is right now, observing us here and now, right now, and that's what he is reporting to the Gurus विश्वामित्र वशिष्ठ. अब क्या गुजर रहा है हमारे जीवनी में और अंदर exactly he puts there. It's a surprise to see. Or maybe every Manushya goes through those stages only commonly, with some difference in the details, but the main things may remain the same. So Rama, even at the age of 15, 16, had seen all of that en route to his Tirthayatra, and he observed, he understood, he remembered. Then he used that knowledge for his own Vairagya. When Guru is asking, he is presenting in front of them. This has been added to the Shastra, the book Yoga Ashtamaharamayana itself is the proof that all his thinkings are correct and got the approval of Vaashishtha Vishwamitra and all the Rishimuni. So let us also study and get benefit of this knowledge. Let us see. Om 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं वदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्वसत्शास्त्रः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ आबदामपहर्तारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को नयाति पराङ्गतिम् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. Friends, sankalpa every day we are doing. If you remember, chant along with me. Okay, if not, at least attentively listen and feel the same feelings, extend the same prayers. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद उक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यं बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास उक्त भगवत भागवत ऋषि मुनि गुरु देवता साध्य साधन दर्शन अनुभव अनुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः धर्म ज्ञान योगादि मोक्ष मार्गाणां भक्त्यादि समस्त प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त साधक सेवा उपासक जिज्ञासूनां आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्ण आयु आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य आदि शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधना प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा निरंतर प्रेरणा उत्साह द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम श्री राम मंदिरवत् शिव मंदिर कृष्ण मंदिर समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानाम् अवाप्ति तेषु नित्य निरंतर सेवा आध्यात्मिक साधना शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्व कल्याण विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे ये शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतु क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवभूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्री सत्यात्मने ज्ञानात्मने परमानंदात्मने सर्वात्मने. In the four shlokas, the first three from first sarga, the fourth one is from the second sarga, first shloka. In that only the Brahma Swarupa as Sachidananda Sarva Atma is being told to us, indicating to us that that is the theme of this Shastra and all Moksha Shastras. Now, Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha Atha Shadvimsha Sargaha Deva Durvilasa Varnanam. We have seen around 9 shlokas or 10 shlokas, 10th one onwards. Let's see. What was the 10th one? Kala Kalankito Lokaha Bandhavo Bhava Bandhanam Bhogaha Bhava Maharogaha Trishnascham Mruga Trishnikaha. Friends, from this Sarga 13, 14 onwards till now, whatever the painful picture painted by Rama is all from the standpoint of a jiva who is living the jiva jivanam with upadhi tadatmya of panchakoshas or three dehas in this world of samsara. So to say, any jiva in this way with upadhi tadatmya lives in the world, these are the things he will go through inevitably. So it indicates that therefore, if one has to avoid all these things, one has to go away from the jiva bhava to the atma anubhava by transcending the upadhis. And to transcend upadhis, all the bahiranga, antaranga, bhakti, yoga, karma, jnana, sadhanas, we have to study, understand from the gurus, make it very clear in our understanding, doing it, start doing it, slowly eject out. It's so good that this painful painting is done so that really we understand it and we get the sufficient detachment. So, Kala Kalankita Lokaha. So, the whole worlds are Kalankitamai. Kala means most attractive Bhoga Vasana creating objects. Pause करके देखो ये है ना वो 5, 6 decades back. Very less kalas were there, Bhogavastu. Even then, people were victims to them. Now, anywhere you open the eyes, open the ears, anywhere, any loka, it is kalankita by kalaha, the Bhogavastus only. So difficult for today's generation, especially, to free from Bhoga because not only they are so much available, but they also have the money power, purchasing power. जो वस्तु समुदाय होता है आर्थिक स्थिति अच्छा होता है ना व्यक्ति समाज भोगपरायण बनता है unless both the vyaktis and the raja are highly matured again and again to know the ephemerality of them and seek moksha only, giving only less value to these things. In Ramaraja, Rama does that. He provides all comforts, etc., but ensures them that Dharma Moksha alone are the Purusharthas a man, human being, for his evolution has to do. Other two are very meager, minimum, limited. Artha Kama for survival. More importance given to them. They take us away from Dharma Moksha and make us slaves to them. So, Kala Kalankitaha Lokaha. So, one of the intelligent man's work is he will not be filling his house or he will not even go to the places which are kalankita with kala. Because out of sight is out of mind. If it is in the sight, it is in the mind. The kalas, the various bhoga vastus. Second one was bandhavaha bhava bandhanam. This we have seen yesterday. Though it's a painful thing, but exhaustively we have to understand. Little bit only we discussed because it is too personal. The idea is what? Any bandhu in English fellow, even in Sanskrit also, word is used perfectly. In English, it is called relation. So itself says that it's a relative, not absolute. So entire world of ours binds us to the relativity, not allows us to go towards the absolute. Okay. Then in Sanskrita, the Bandhu Varga means Dukkha Nivarakaha. It is a technical way, the definition. At that level, the Bandhu word can be used Paramarthika Drushti se to the Guru and Paramatma. Laukika Drushti se everybody right from parents, they help us to remove our Dukkha. Therefore, they are called as Bandhu. But then to get freed from which dukkha? Only the samsaric artha kama sambandhi. We take help from them, and for that sake, how much we have to be obliged to them, how much we have to be in the conditions to them. Therefore, clearly it is said, बंधवः भव बंधनम. बस संसार में बांध के रखते हैं वो लोग. Isn't it? Therefore, after certain age, we should not be bondage to others. Others should not be bondage to us. How to do? From a certain time itself, start seeing the divinity in all. Reduce the expectations from all. Focus on divinity as the goal. Then the bandhus will be there around, but will not create the bhava bandhanam. Nor we should also create bandhanam to them. Little, very, that's what, as I said, this whole chapter is hitting nail at the right point only. हमको ही बताते हैं बंधवः भव बंधनम. They don't allow us to remember the absolute reality, only the relative world only we are tied down. But should we have them or not? As long as we have runas, as long as we have the grossness, extrovertedness, vasanas involved. But while involving, try to purify the heart. Once the heart purifies, wherein seeking for Paramatma becomes stronger, nothing is expected from the world, then slowly we can reduce the bhava bandhanas. The quantitative bhavandana, two types of bhavandanas are there. When lot of people around us, that's called bhavandana. Some people have they themselves are seven brothers and sisters, and unke families, where unke in-laws and parents they are 10 people, unke रिश्ते नाते, the father unke तरफ इतने लोग, wife again her side itne. So this is one type of bandhu varga. Bhava bandhanam is number of people. Another thing is number is very less, but the tensions are more toward the few only. Like in some cases, only one child will be there, max two, but these two are enough to create such a tension to them that they are bound by them more than the other fellow has got 100 other relatives. One or two are there, but whole day, whole life is gone. And how it happens? Because mera pyara beta karke, we pamper that stupid fellow. We don't observe what nonsense he is learning. Slowly he gets addicted to this or that. Once the children get addicted to anything, you can't stop them. Then how they go through their life, okay, हमको नरक हो जाता है बस. Especially when they get addicted to the bhogas, the drinks, or the drugs, or bad company of people. अब नरक है भवबंधनम. Narakarupi only. You can't leave them, LEAV. You cannot live with them, and they won't change you. They won't change when you tell. कितने जीवन families in their silent दुखा they are going through. पहले पता चलता था एक दूसरे का दुख शेयर करते थे. Nowadays nobody is telling, but everybody is suffering that pangs. Husband suffers because of wife because of husband, children because of parents, parents because of children. ब्रदर्स नरक क्रिएट करने वाले हैं. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ बंधव भव बंधनम. मेनी अदर थिंग्स वर्ड यूज किया राम जी ने, बाकी आप समझ लो. व्हेन यू हैव लॉट्स ऑफ मनी, like कौवे सब आ जाते हैं. When we lose all money, then nobody even remembers us. Even if you go, they don't care. ये सारे बात है. Whether they are friends, relations, distant or near, कोई भी हो. इस तरह का सारे चीजों को मिलाकर भवबंधनम कहते हैं. Another meaning of bhavandanam is, as we said, they tied us down to dehadi tadatmya, because all bandhanas are in jagrata avastha. Jagrata avastha is valid because I identify with the sharir. Sharira tadatmya leads to bhavandanam. Bhavandanam means bandhana with the bandhus leads to the strengthening of dehos. In this way, we have to understand bandhavo bhavavandanam. Then he said, bhogaha bhava maharogaha. देखो ना, भव रोग को ये सारे भोग निर्माण करते हैं. Isn't it? The कामनाएं, आशाएं, तृष्णाएं, they keep growing. Hope we have understood by now through studying Shastra and in our own lives, experiments and experiences, that the bhogas and trishnas grow through fulfilling, get reduced when we keep them away. जितना फुलफिल करो वो आग को ईंधन के समान, they will grow only. Hope we have understood it. Even with the old age, if with wisdom, with viveka vairagya, we have not come out of bhava, they will be there in the heart as vasanas, only to persecute us in next life when the time of their maturity comes. Otherwise, bhogaha bhava maharogaha. Feel the meaning of this sentence. Again, they also, indriyadi tadatmya, they strengthen us. Then the bhava means they only put us in the arthakama prapti purushartha. Then when the bhoga vancha becomes more, we transgress all rules and regulations of a decent life. Then that adharmata, papata, it won't spare us. The persecutions as a result of the karmas negative done by us are inexplicable. That's why we must read the Garuda Purana and such things which tell us what dukkha we are given for what papa we do. All that we do because of bhoga asakti only. Bhogas keep increasing when we involve in them. That is why daily we have to do our Adhyatmika, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga, sadhanas. Not to achieve excellence in this, but that time we are spending in these yogas, at least that time we are spared from involving in more bhoga and creating more samsara or bhavaroga. अगर इस साधना में बड़प्पन होकर और बढ़ोतरी, really we are becoming yogis, then slowly the bhogas recede from our heart. The importance for them slowly gets reduced. Still, till Paramatma Anubhavati is gained, they cannot be given chance. We should not take them for granted. So, bandhu sara bhava bandhanas lokasara kalaka alankitah kala kalankitah bhogaha bhava maharogaha. And the last one is same thing we already said, trushnasya mruga trushnikaha. So that mruga trusnika, as we move towards it, it moves further. We don't catch it, we don't quench the thirst. So to the trishnas is such a funny desire. What you want, you get. But still, the want doesn't go. Again, it comes in another form. है कि नहीं? So, नया अपना पर्सनल हाउस नहीं है. Then you make a house. फिर उसमें you want development, you want furnishings, you want something or the other extra connection, extra constructions, then other facilities. कुछ भी तृप्ति नहीं देता वहाँ. That's the meaning of trishnaha, mruga trishnika. Complete trupti, you may feel it for 1 week. Suddenly again something inconvenient happens, appears. है ना, गर्मी हो रही है, चलो फॉल सीलिंग लगाते हैं. अब लग गया 10 दिन, उसमें पैसे भी वो लगाया और दूसरा और कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ जाता है, वेंटिलेशन प्रॉब्लम, तोड़ो फोड़ो फिर से करो. Then the plumbing problem, so change everything again. This is the meaning of trishnaha mruga trishnika. I give the example regarding house, regarding कपड़े, regarding गहना, regarding खाने की चीज़ें, regarding going for picnics, hotels, regarding spending time with friends, relatives, maja maja mauja karte hue, giving up all our sadhana, throwing it in the ocean. We just find enjoyment in that without any sharam. Even if we have crossed age, after 50, 55, none of the enchantments, indulgences should be there in our life. No bhoga, no trishna, only yoga. Then only it takes 10 years to settle in understanding in doing what's yoga. That is what the jiva in us really feels fulfilled. I told you once, remember 1 year back, though it may not be mentioned in Shastra, but in us there are two personalities. One wanting to enjoy the world wala individual. Another one wanting to evolve wala jiva. Generally, the jiva is suppressed. This individual who is limited only to this life from the womb and tomb, he alone becomes predominant. And he never fulfills the wishes of the jiva. Jiva's wishes to evolve life after the life. And the evolution is nothing other than spiritual glow, spiritual साधना. उसको मौका ही नहीं देते अपन. सिर्फ यही एक जन्म में एक शरीर में रहने वाला, that individuality only we cater. So in this way, तृष्णाः मृगतृष्णिकाः. कोई भी चीज खत्म नहीं होता. Name and fame, we want more and more. Money, Krishna, और भी चाहिए. So many awards came, still not satisfied. अगले बार भी मेरे को आना चाहिए. So many of the what do you call prizes came, honors came, trophies came. I कहते और भी मेरे को ही चाहिए. This Trishna is like that. It's like Mruga Trishnika. No, how powerful are these thoughts? Should they not enter into our deep recesses and from the root shake and throw away the wrong pursuits? Every pursuit other than Paramatma is wrong only. Fix some definitions in life, they help a lot. Just like the negative fixations tied us down, bind us to the world and worldliness and ego. So, to the positive fixation, some of them truly help us. One of them is this one. What is that? Any pursuit other than Paramatma is the binding only. Okay. Now we have seen 10th, 11th one. Dekho Baba. 11, 12 and 13. These three are a beautiful set of shlokas which we have studied 2999 times. But still, again, once more, seeing in the language of Rama. Who knows? This may give opening more than any other way of listening. Same thing. One by one, Bhagavan says. The earlier sloka, Trishnaha Mruga Trishnikaha, Bhogaha Bhava Maharogaha, Bandavaha Bhava Bandanaha. And the first one was Kala Kalankitaha Loka. So, any world you go, any bandhus you have, any bhogas we have, any trishnas we have, all of them are binding only. And the human being, not knowing the way out, gets bound by them even though he is suffering. Answer is not given, but we can think about the answer which we are doing right from beginning. Pursue the eternal truth, the reality. If that's missed from our cognition, if that misses from our acceptance as a goal, now in this flood of these many things, which were said from last 11 sargas, the summary of all of that is shared in this sarga. No one can escape. Don't get carried away by the outer smiley looks of the people. Inside everyone is a very pathetic, bhogi, samsari, dukhi atma. बाहर उसके हंसना देखकर उसकी कार बंगला देखकर डोंट गेट कैरिड अवे. The ajnana janita inner bondages will never be removed by your outer money possessions. Isn't it? Only through the jnana and change of lifestyle they go away. They suppress it, they don't express it, they may not share with us. Somewhere else they share and they escape that in the various channels of entertainment. दैट्स इट. कोई घोड़े खेलने जाता है, कोई दारू पीता है, कोई दोस्तों के साथ घूमता है. All of that the indications that everybody is frustrated within themselves with themselves. To escape that only they go here and there. So therefore, don't go by the outer looks of the people. Everyone is in like that if he is not pursuing spirituality. Then why talk about everyone? Talk about ourselves. I myself cannot be at peace and ease and comfort if Paramatma is not my goal and if I am not pursuing it diligently, sincerely, by all means. I will definitely go through, if not all, but few of the persecutions which were said in the earlier sargas. And in this sarga, though, now whole chapter you will see. Only 9, 10 mantras we have seen now, 30 more mantras are there. सारे ही बातें हमको बताएंगे कि what we are going through. So Rama was so conscious, so alert in his chitta to observe every doings of everyone, to observe the results of all those doings, and to observe the bhogas which people are going through when they were involving in these results. And all of that is found to be very pathetic, miserable for Rama. Therefore, his mind has gone beyond it. He is appearing to be non-involved involved in anything, seeing which others thought something wrong with Rama. But he alone is right. Everybody else are wrong, actually. Isn't it? That's the meaning of Yanisha Sarvabhutana. People are all sleeping to this Vairagya and Paramatma. Rama has woken up. People are woken up for Artha Kama Bhoga Trishna. Rama is sleeping to that. Now see what are these three shlokas said things which you have studied 2999 times. Shatravaha cha indriyani eva. Very clear. Our own indriyas are our shatrus. Jnanendriya, karmendriya. No, you can't make a statement like that. You have to give at least one explanation. Explanation is what? Satyam yati asatyata. Is it not because of involving in the Indriya Rakshana, Indriya protection? The Sadvastu is not even looked at it as if it is not there. Not it there is called as Asatyatam Gatava. Satyam Yati Asatyatam. Because of the indulgence in the Indriyas, the Sadvastu is as if Asat only. We are not even aware of it. Like when you are watching TV, cricket match, Parabrahma याद रहेगा क्या आपको? वो डाइनिंग टेबल में बैठ के खूब इंद्रियों का भोग कर रहे हैं. ऑल दी मीठा मीठा खट्टा खट्टा खा रहे हैं. हम ब्रह्मास्मि सत्यम याद है क्या उधर? असत्यताम गतम, भाड़ में गया वो. In the same way, the one who is one after the indriyas is evolving, involving in, and with the indriya, one after the objects continuously in that person's life, satya ka namo nishana nahi hai. That is called satyam asatyatam gatam. Therefore, indriyas are called here as paramashatravaha. Shatravaha cha indriyani eva. Narayana. Indriyas are instruments. Neither they are Shatrus nor they are Mitra. We only made them they are our Shatrus by giving too much lenience value to them. Knowing that, now we have to control them, not allow them, use them only for the spiritual, then they become our Mitra. लेकिन इन द वर्ल्ड द पीपल कोई हमारा बंधु मित्र नहीं होता, शत्रु नहीं होता, हम ही उनको ऐसे बना लेते. एवरी आर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. Depending on our wants, our natures, behaviors, we make the people as Shatru Mitra. शत्रु इज अ टेक्निकल वर्ड. शातनाथ शत्रु. शातना मीन्स जो सताना जानता है, सताता है, हमेशा दुखी करता है. सो इंद्रियाण्यव शत्रवः. शत्रवः च इंद्रियाण्यव. वाई? सत्यम याति असत्यताम. द सद्वस्तु के तरफ ही दिस इंद्रियास नेवर अलो अस टू गो. And even if you go to that Paramatma for Upasana, the Indriyas make us ask from that Paramatma Indriya Vastus only, not Paramarthika Vastu. है ना? परमात्मा सामने है. What we should ask him the moksha, but what do we ask? Dharma, artha kama. Why? Because the Indriyas prompt us. So सत्य परमात्मा सत्य देने को सामने है, लेकिन उनसे हम असत्य मांगकर उनको दूर भगाते. Shatravah cha indriyanyeva satyam yata satyatam. One thing is clear about the indriyas. Body already discussed. Entire sarga was given to the sharira. Then bahya bandhus, bahya lokas, bahya trishnas, they are all discussed. Now the remaining is inner equivalents of mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, indriya. Now indriya is discussed. The other things will be discussed in the next lines, next shlokas. That means how keenly Bhagavan Ram has observed everything without any biasness. इसलिए पक्का उनको पता चला. Like an Indian, सनातन धर्मी हो कोई भी इंडियन हो, if he keenly observes, he knows who is serving country, whom to vote for. The one who doesn't see from that angle, sees from the thousand other biasnesses, he will elect wrong person and he will suffer, the whole country suffers. Rama was unbiased. Therefore, clear the truths were revealed to him. Truths are always bitter because we are habituated to the untruths. We find sweetness in them. इसलिए इसमें bitterness होती है. लाइक बच्चों को खेलो बेटा खूब, उसमें मजा आता है, स्वीट लगते हैं. बेटा पढ़ाई करो, उनको बिटर होता है कि नहीं. लाइक व्हेन गुरु गिव्स ऑल परमिशन लाइसेंस टू डिसाइबल्स, उनको मजा आता है उसमें. चलो बेटा आपको छुट्टी दे रहा हूँ माय डियर डिसाइबल्स फॉर नेक्स्ट 2000 years. They celebrate this guru's happy birthday every day. But the guru says don't miss even one class, must come with your book, study, do contemplation, make your notes, update your knowledge. Then that guru appears to be सताने वाला शत्रु टू अस. एनीवे, सो शत्रवाच इंद्रियाणि एव सत्यमेव समित्यतम. तो इंद्रियों की बात हो गई. नाउ द नेक्स्ट कम्स मन. व्हाट इज मनः? प्रहरत्यात्मनैवात्मा मनसैव मनो रिपुः. देखो, सेकंड इज मनः रिपुः. देयर इज नो ग्रेटर एनिमी टू द मैन than his own mind when it is uncontrolled. अनात्मनः तो शत्रुत्वे वर्तेत. आत्मा एव शत्रुवत्. Here आत्मा is mana. Other shatrus of human beings, you can keep them away, you can escape. कहीं गुफा में जा सकते हैं, कहीं something you can do. But this inner shatru mana, you can't escape that fellow. At no moment of the day or life you can escape him. That is why he is a bhayankara shatru. So the sentence is mano ripuhu. And how this mana as a ripu troubles us? Praharati atmana eva atma manasa eva. That I kill my own self because of my own mind. That is how my mind has become my own enemy. Praharati atmana atma eva manasa. What is the meaning of it? First, atmana atma eva praharati ko samajh lo. Means I kill myself. Means who am I? The real self. Or at least I must be a seeker of the self. So atmana atmanam praharati means I kill my own seeker in me. I kill my own the self in me. How? By the mind only. It is not the mind which is extroverted, Vishayi, that not allowing me to do my own spiritual sadhana. Therefore, I am killing myself by my own enemy, my mind. Very perfect way of saying. Atmana atmanam praharati manasa. No, it's like, what example I have to give? सर ठीक है, बुरा एग्जाम्पल है तो माफ कर देना. Like that boy and girl fell in love 2 years, 3 years. Now that boy left her and married someone. Now this girl frustrated. It can be boy also. They kill themselves. So अपने आप को अपने आप से मार रहे हैं. किस कारण? वो लड़का जिसने धोखा दिया. किस कारण? वो लड़की जिसने धोखा दी. Killing is by himself, by oneself. खुद को ही मार रहे हैं, वो पॉइजन कर रहे हैं, हाथ लटक रहे हैं, या कोई चुरा भोंक रहे हैं रेल की पटरी पे. Whichever, I am killing myself. But karana is that fellow or that fellow. So I am explaining literally the meaning. Atmana atmana praharati, but manasa. In the same way, the example में जैसे बताया, उसके कारण. But actually that fellow is not karana. Who told you to attach to that stupid fellow? You be on your job. Nobody in the world is important. In the same way, uncontrolled mind, विषय युक्त मन, काम राग आदि वासना से भरा हुआ मन, it only, as said earlier shlokas, makes us a bhogi. In that also pushes us into all adharma and papa, because of which I, the decent fellow in me, kill my own decency. I, a dignified fellow in me, the dignified is killed. A studious fellow is killed in me. A pursuer of the truth is killed in me. A pursuer of honesty is killed in me. जो भी मेरे आत्मा है, परमात्मा आत्मा है, और मेरा ज्ञान भी आत्मा है, सद्गुण भी मेरे आत्मा है, सद्व्यवहार भी मेरे आत्मा है, सारे मार देता हूं मैं बिकॉज ऑफ द माइंड. आई एम टेलिंग बोथ, परमात्मा से दृष्टि से भी आत्मनात्मान मारता है, एंड इवन द व्यवहार लेवल में. आई एम वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आई डोंट टेक ब्राइब. But suddenly in the manner, the desires came for objects, but the salary is not enough. Therefore, I take the bribe. By this taking a bribe, I killed my honest personality in me. Atmana Atmanam Bharati. किसके कारण? मनसा. Because in the mind is that desire. अर्थ कामादि के प्रति राग के द्वारा मन हर एक मनुष्य को मनुष्य होने से मार देता है. It doesn't spare him to be a मनुष्य. Manusha definition is only two. The one who is living life of dharma, one, two, he is the one who is pursuing the moksha purusha. He is Manush. Forgotten moksha purushartha, gave up dharma. Running only for artha kama, and in that also doing adharma and getting into bandhana. He is worse than animals. Dharma ke karan adharma, moksha ke karan bandhan. Why? Artha and kama are excessively valued. He has fallen from Manushya Sthiti is equal to he has killed himself. So praharati atmana atma eva, praharati atmana eva atma, manasa eva manoripoho. Praharati atmana eva atma, manasa eva manoripoho. So indriyas are taken care, mind is told. Both are shatru. Let us be very clear. That person who has objectified his faculties and has seen Shatru in them when they demand anything other than Paramatma, he is not only becoming sadhaka, he starts protecting himself from himself. It's a beautiful state of evolution if we can get my own indriyas, my own mana are my Shatru. They kill me, they don't allow me to go for Paramatma. They only make the Asatya forgotten. The Satya is forgotten, they put me in only the Asatya Jagat. Now you understood the power of this Yoga Vaashishtha Shastra. We are in the first Prakaranam only. Shatravaha cha indriyani eva satyamyatya satyatam, because of them. Therefore they are Shatrus. Then praharati atmana eva atma manasa eva manoripu. Manahi ripu hai, because of this mana, everyone killing themselves only. So mana ho gaya, indriya ho gaya. Now comes ahankar. Ahankara kalankaya. Ahankara, let me chant the whole sloka. Ahankara kalankaya buddhaya paripelavaha kriya dushpaladainyah लीलाः स्त्रीनिष्ठतांगताः. तो ahankara kalankaya. The ahankara is the kalanka on the pure atmavastu and atma prapti marga sadhana. कलंक है वो, करने नहीं देता आत्म साधना को. अहम in its friendship with outer equipments etc. pushes us towards that only. It becomes a kaligma or kalanka to the pure atma, not allowing it. Kalanka means dark spot. The ahankara dark spot doesn't allow the bright brilliant atma vastu to be seen. ये है कलंक का अर्थ. अहंकार इज ए कलंक टू द आत्मा. व्हाट इज द कलंक? कला को, कोई सुंदरता को ढकने वाले को कलंक कहते. Like somebody is beautiful, but some squint eye is there or some dark patches are on the face. Those kalankas hide the beauty. So to the beauty is pure self. Who is not allowing the pure self to be expressed is the pseudo self, the ahankara. That is why it's called as kalanka. Ahankara kalankaya. How clear? Then I'm not explaining in detail. अगर एक का एक घंटा लगेगा फिर से. That aham again identify the upadhi with the body, man or woman or young or old or beautiful or ugly or thin or fat, black or white. These are all ahankar. Again with the mind, the emotional attached. With the intellect, I am intelligent, I am genius, I am doctor, lawyer. ये सारे अहंकार के ही व्यक्तिकरण है. Anyone who is lost in it never always forgets the Paramatma only. There is nobody called as doctor or lawyer. There is a Paramatma is there. He is expressing as Jivatma. For that Jivatma, that Buddhi is given. In that Buddhi, that medicine knowledge is there. Therefore, there is a service to the world through the medicine done. But is there any doctor, lawyer, Swami who think like this with regard to their intellectual knowledge, the profession? I am the doctor, more greater than others because more people died when I was operating. Understood what is the meaning of ahankara is kalanka? You are a Paramatma. Paramatma's Leela is the Jiva, you. To you, the Jiva Upadhis are given. One of this intellect, with that, you have understood the entire political science. They were through politics, serving the world is your seva to them. But does any politician has that thought? उनके गर्व अहंकार देखो, मेरे जैसा और कोई है ही नहीं, पूरा देश का मैं ही उद्धार करूंगा. Everyone, any field you go, that particular field से identified person's अहंकार is कलंकान आत्मवस्तु. ये एक अलग नशा हो जाता है उस पावर का, भोग का. बिकॉज दैट नशा बुद्धि स्टॉप्स वर्किंग, then the self is forgotten. This is alone taken as real. Then he pursues only this worldly things. भयंकर है ये वाला. समझ लेना. अहंकार है कलंकाय. Then बुद्ध यहाँ परिपेलवाह. The buddhi, the intellect, and its conceptions, its values, its true understandings, maturities are paripelava, means valueless. Just like in India, Hinduism, and in India, our own Sanatana Dharma Shastras. Paripelava. Paripelava means non-effective because nobody is respecting them. Nobody is giving them due value. Definitely government will not do because it is secular, stupid country, stupid secularism. In the curriculum, our Shastras will not be introduced. Parents never tell children to study them because they themselves don't study. Therefore, such a great Shastra will be paripelava, non-effective, as good as not there. So too, all our Gurus, Mahatmas, how many thousands and thousands of saints are there, sadhus are there, who are doing tapasya, sadhana, and very masterly in the Shastra Adhyana. जाके देखो इन उत्तरकाशी, hundreds of Mahatmas. Go and see the Badrinath or its Mathura, Vrindavan side, Kashi side. But Paripelavaha, because the general people are not going to them and getting knowledge, nor the government cares them. But those Mahatmas, they are reveling in their own. अपने मौज में है वो. But in the total, it is Paripela. I'm just giving an example. Buddhaya Paripela means the Buddhi, all its wisdom, all its understanding is meaningless. Because the mind and ahankara and senses are not allowing the buddhi to scale its scale. Therefore, what it does, all its noble ideas buddhi gives up, it becomes a gulam to the indriyas. और इंद्रिय जो चाहता है बुद्धि वही सोचता है, मन जो चाहता है बुद्धि वही सोच के करके रखता है, अहंकार जो चाहता है. एंड दिस मनोबुद्धि अहंकार मन अहंकार indriyas want only the outer world. What can the buddhi do? It is like a Raja or any leader appointed mantris, and all of them are scam wale, ghotale wale. They are, the mantris appointed are very intelligent, But the king being Ghotalawala, the buddhi of that mantri to serve the nation in a positive manner is Pelava. Pelava means very pale, ineffective. We had a prime minister for 12 years here in India. Paripelavaha prime minister. गुलाम to some. उसको भी अपने पत्नी के गुलाम बने तो बेटर होता था. Such a buddhi that person had, such an intelligence. But Paripelava. So to all our armed forces 10 years back, the power of them to defend our country from the terrorists of Pakistan or China. But Paripelava, because the Indian government never allowed. A new government came, gave a lot of freedom, power, facilities to them. Now they are working hard in really protecting our frontier with so much of Deshabhakti, which they already had. But Paripelava, अब तनख्वाह बढ़ाए, उनको फैसिलिटी बढ़ाए, सारे रोड्स आर मेड, सो दे आर ऑल टेकन केयर नाउ, रेडी हमारे देश के लिए. पहले परिपेलवा. Understood the examples? Here also, Buddhaya Paripelava. So Ahankara is Karan Paramatma, Mana is the biggest Shatru, Indriyas also are the Shatrus, and this Buddhi is Pelava. Very light, very meager. उसको हिम्मत भी नहीं होता बुद्धि को सजेस्ट करने को. Let us shift our day schedule from the worldly to spiritual. आप तीनों उठकर हंस के उसको ना धजिया उड़ाएंगे, इंसल्ट करेंगे बुद्धि को. The Indriyas, the Ahankara and the Mana together. ये अंदर ही होता है हमारा ही सारा, बाहर कोई नहीं. अरे बुद्धि तेरे को बुद्धि नहीं है. काय का स्पिरिचुअलिटी, काय का स्वामी का सत्संग, कोई जाता है सुनने को? देखो, इसलिए हम भी नहीं जाएंगे. हंसते हैं सारे मन बुद्धि के ऊपर. हमारे अंदर के बुद्धि के ऊपर, हमारे अंदर ही मन, सेंसेस एंड द ईगो आर देयर व्हिच आर एनिमिकल. लाइक इंटरनल विद इन द पार्टी देयर आर अपोजिशंस, और विद इन द नेशन घर के चोर, देश को ही चोरी करने वाला. घर के चोर, देश के चोर, मन के, ये अंदर के चोर है. देन थर्ड वन इज क्रिया दुष्फलदायिन्य, है ना. मीन्स व्हाट? If the kriyas are for the dushkarma, naturally they will give dushphala only. One meaning. If the kriyas are done for the good goal, but still dushphala here, the meaning is what? Dukkhena phaladainya. Ki for getting results of the good work, you have to do the good so much, so much, so much. तभी जाकर उसका फल आता है. Like, you know, giving a pure medicine is so difficult. दुष्फला is not the negative result here. दुष्फला means दुखे न फल देते हैं, सत्क्रिया है. अब मिलावट वाली दवाएं दे दो, इधर उधर मिला के वो फटाफट हो जाए. सत्क्रिया दुखे न फलदायिन्य, दुष्क्रिया दुष्फलदायिन्य. The bad actions give bad results, good actions give results very tough. That's the meaning here. Kriyaha dushfaladainya. The last one, Leelaha stri nishtatam gataha. Then what? All indulgences, enjoyments, many of the beautiful enjoyments are there. They all have gone, and only one thing has replaced. What is that? Stri nishtatam gataha. The two meanings of stri nishtha is what? One, the other so many entertainment, enjoyments are given up. Only stri bhoga has taken power, overpowered. That is one meaning. Second is what? Any leela, you'll have to take the permission of स्त्री. वो जो कहती है वही जाना है. That's the meaning of leela स्त्री निष्ठताम गता. If she tells you dance, you have to dance. If she says हम सिनेमा जाएंगे, सिनेमा जाना पड़ेगा. If she says that day हम मायके जाओगे, क्या वही जाना पड़ेगा. This fellow has no दिमाग to think what is better entertainment. For everything you'll have to ask her. घूमने जाए क्या कर रहे हैं? He will ask that lady. She said आज घूमने. Then you only let ask her, ये कहाँ जाए? By mistake he proposes, he will let's go here. She will tell exactly opposite. स्त्री निष्ठताम गता का दूसरा अर्थ है. Here स्त्री means not women, स्त्री means emotion. All our leelas are emotional, not intellectual. Like cricket match, emotional. What is emotion? हमको जीतना है कुछ भी करके, even required हम उसको scam भी करेंगे, betting भी करेंगे. That emotion is called as three. What is the other thing? Intellectual. You enjoy within. Yeah, I played well. They played better than us today, so they won it. Emotional only, all of them. No, one of the powerful thing I tell you and conclude today. All the movies nowadays, anytime, are only Strinishta movies. Means only emotion. And corrupt karte हैं mind को. They are not allowing us to think there is Paramatma somebody beyond. The whole movie moves around the boy and girl attachment, and they have to get married, and they follow all nonsense, hook, crook, everything. Finally, they convince the parents. Is there any spirituality in it? Other than emotional Strinishta? Any movies you see, corrupting our mind from spiritual standpoint, I am saying that only worldly things are important. Very, very powerful example I gave you. In today's world, all lilaha are emotional nishtha. And then they show finally this fellow gave up his mother, father, and for sake of her, he has done everything. Are Bewakuf, Murak, Joru ke Gulam, all that. You take care of parents. There is a country for you to serve. There's a whole humanity is there for you to serve. Whole Jiva Koti you have to serve. You have to evolve spiritually. ये सारा छोड़कर a third class boy or girl के लिए they waste the whole life, and that is shown with all emotions, and we stupid people pay money and go to see that and corrupt our minds. That is the meaning of Leela Stri Nishtatam Gata. Emotional. How can you give value? अरे लोग आते जाते जिंदगी में मरते हैं मरने दो. यू शुड हैव योर ओन पर्सनल गोल. कोई पत्नी के चक्कर में मरा हुआ सिनेमा. ऑल द मूवीज हिंदी वाले 1965 to 85 90 दिस बेवकूफ आवारा हूं. अरे जंगली जानवर बदतमीज नालायक ओनली दिस वर देयर. आवर माइंड्स आर करप्टेड. वी हैव टू वेरी केयरफुल इन दिस. Where is spirituality there? Where is universality? This, for one girl or boy, sacrificing whole life is murkhata. It is not dignity. It shows utter stupid. You are lost. Your precious human life, you have wasted for some undeserving thing. The parents said, "Beta, usse shaadi mat kar. ठीक है बाबा जिससे कराओ. I'll marry her and I love her because I know how to love. Then let's go and do our business. Let's develop. Let us serve the country." उसको ऐसा करना चाहिए. वो पापा को भी तंग करेगा, वो माता को भी तंग करेगा. वो माँ तो आत्महत्या मरी जाती है उस बेटे के क्या ने दूर होने से. That is what the whole Leela is shown. Here Leela means I am telling you movie. Leela is three Nishtatam Gata. Three means emotional. There were at least in some movies some ideals were there. देशभक्ति वाला, न्याय का, धर्म का, they were there. आज तो वो भी गए पूरा. Very less. And if they are there, people won't appreciate the people who are seeing. You know, that's why ना सिस्टम बहुत बदलना है. कभी कभी द किंगशिप लाइक ए किंग एंड डिक्टेटरशिप उसकी भी जरूरत होती. Yes, some 10 patriotic movies, 10 spiritual movies. Anyway, books they don't read. Every student must see them. हर एक साल सिनेमा हॉल स्कूल में एक सिनेमा हॉल होना चाहिए. उनको दिखाना है द सिनेमा आता है सत्य हरिश्चंद्र प्रॉपरली फिर से रीशूट करके ऑल द थर्ड क्लास थिंग्स उसमें से निकाल कर द सिनेमा ऑफ नचिकेता सिनेमा ऑफ आदिशंकर all over every youngster must see that compulsory and he should be put for tests on that exam that cinema तभी उसको पास करना चाहिए. This is how we have to bring the transformations. If you let loose, and not only you are letting loose the people, For the sake of money, if we are every nonsense providing them, first we are destroying the youth, then we are destroying the nation and the whole humanity. One word it is. Leela Stri Nishtatam Gataha. How many things are there for us to understand? So then continue. Vancha Visheshalinyah Sat Chamatkritaya Kshataha Naryah Doshavatakiniah Rasaha Nirastangataha Vastu Avastutaya Jnatam Dattam Chittam Ahankrutau Abhava Vedita Bhavaha Bhavanta Na Adhigamyati. तप्यते केवलम साधो मधि आकुलित अंतरा राग रोग विलसति विराग नोपगत. These shlokas are so powerful, so true. In general, the whole world's picture, in particular, our own personality, how it is getting suffocated when we are identified with upadhis and when we are worldly as a jiva pursuing artha kama. It will continue as long as we are in that state of life. Only way to come out is just become mukshu, become jignasu, become sadhakaha. That's why every day we remind these are our 11 individualities. Thank you. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyut. Om Burvas. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnasya Purnameva. Om Sri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidito. Tameva bhantam anubhati satasya bhasas. Om Narayana Satpurusham Namo Brahma. Ambrahma Meva. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज की आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय. राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मोक्ष मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. Very powerful chapter this one. Bapre. Yeah, friends, come back in 5 minutes.